he says what everyone else is thinking.
I'm dedicated to it. I can't be stopped.
How about that rock and roll? 2024, the absolute insanity of pablum children's cartoon music in 2024, and we still have some absolute fire breather, soul music, rhythm and blues, rock and roll animals. Doug Pinnick, by the way, he spells it small d, capital U, small g, Doug Pinnick, and Carmine Appice. Carmine Appice from Vanilla Fudge and Blue Murder, Beck Bogert and Appice, and Cactus, a Cactus tribute album in Cluster Crank 24. Is that great? What a crank and rock out that is. Do you still celebrate real skeleton dusting soul music? Don't you just love skeleton dusting soul music? Cactus tribute album. Carmine, thanks for inviting me. And by the way, Doug Pinnick is a black gay guy, and I love him. Well, Nugent's like a racist homophobe, except for all the black gay guys I hang out with. What the? It's hysteric. Doug Pinnick, what a fire-breathing talent. What a soulful guy. We should have Doug Pinnick on. Let's do that. Have Linda get a hold of Doug Pinnick. Hell, I'll get a hold of Doug Pinnick. But anyhow, the Cactus tribute album. And with Dee Snider, who would have thought the Twisted Sister guy playing all that Caucasian stuff, which, by the way, Twisted Sister, they had soul. That band, I don't know the name of the band members, but those guys had the pulse, the touch, produced by Tom Werman, the master of sonic bombast. Tom Werman, How I Love You. What's the name of Tom Werman's book? Turn It Up. Tom Werman, producer of some of the best music in the world and some of the worst. But Tom Werman, a real piss and vinegar, soul music, Rolling Stones son of Little Richard. He has a book called Turn It Up, which, by the way, how about Turn It Up? You see, I got so many things I could talk about, but I am such the czar of priorities. How about the lick for Turn It Up? By the way, Hunter Brooks and the guys down in Monroe, they learned my stuff. Real music. Cactus tribute album. Doug Pinnick and Carmine Appice. And the ultimate hat at tednugent.com. I signed another 1,000 of these if you want one of these. You get a camouflage. I know people like the red one, but you can get a red one or a camouflage. tednugent.com. Go to tednugent.com and raise hell. But anyhow, there's so many things to talk about. We have 3 minutes left on this segment. Do you enjoy when I play the Crave video with Tommy Clefettos on drums? What an animal. And Marco Mendoza, what a virtuoso. Holy smoking. What bands do I have? John Kutz on drums, Jason Hartless on drums, Greg Smith on bass, Johnny Big on bass guitar. Holy smokes. I'll see you at the York, Pennsylvania State Fair in York, Pennsylvania on July 28th. I'll be in Detroit tomorrow with, what's the name of that, Charlie Kirk's organization? What's the name of that organization? Shemaine and I are going to be, Turning Point. Well, every step I take is a turning point. Tomorrow, big turning point, freedom, constitutional celebration in the Motor City. And I'll be bringing a Birdland guitar that's really a grinding, breeding, defiant A10 warthog of soul music. And I'll be playing the national anthem and speaking truth, logic, and common sense and challenging all authority. I'm the authority. I'm a we the people guy. Anyhow, so tomorrow at Turning Point, and then in Maryland, at Ocean City, Maryland, for the motorcycle rally on September 13th, and in Grayling, Michigan on September 7th to unveil the Fred Bear statue. And people are asking, where can I get one of those Fred Bear guitars? You got to email toby@tednugent.com. Is that a great guitar? It's got the mojo, got the signature on it. And it plays great too, but people are buying them for, I guess, I don't know, $1,200 and selling them for $5,000. But anyhow, what else? Zombie Biden, embarrassing. So there's Russian nuclear subs off the coast of Florida. But they claim Trump is going to start World War III, when in fact, Trump had no wars, and Biden's got 3 going on right now. Can you believe it? And Leah Thomas has finally, somebody said, you know, he's a man. He probably shouldn't compete against women. There's a conversation about that. We're actually having a conversation that open borders, and they're talking about, we need to address the open border. It's too late. You're talking about buying a fire extinguisher, and the barn has been burnt to the ground for years. You need to have a fire extinguisher before the barn starts to burn down. The barn's burnt down. There's no barn. There's no border. The jihadists are here. 9/11 is right around the corner. Even the oath-violating FBI punk, Christopher Wray. That's right, Christopher Wray. You're an oath-violating punk. You're a bad guy. Your FBI is a gangster organization. What a shame. The only good FBI agent would be a whistleblowing FBI agent. The ones who obey immoral commands, you're a punk. What a shame. We got 30 seconds left. So anyhow, Texas Parks and Wildlife, shame on you. Chronic wasting disease is a lie. It has never hurt a deer herd. What, are you going to listen to the guitar player? This is the science conclusion. Chronic wasting disease has never hurt a deer herd, but jackbooted thugs of Texas Parks and Wildlife have destroyed hundreds of thousands of deer. And people cannot get chronic wasting disease from venison. I love you people. Happy weekend. If you're not pissing off the assholes, you're an asshole.